Hello everyone. Welcome to this episode of Queues with Python. This is very first episode of our series on queues with Python. And in this episode we are going to see a method of creating queues with Python programming language. So I'm going to say class queue. This is the class queue and def init self comma capacity. So this is the constructor function and self dot front equals to self dot size equals to 0. Similarly, self dot rear equals to capacity minus 1 and self dot queue equals to none multiplied by capacity. Self dot capacity equals to capacity. So this is the init method. Now let us check if the queue is full and def is full. Self return self dot size equals to 0. And let us check def is empty. Self return. Okay, so is full is, sorry, I made that definition wrong. It should be self dot capacity and this one should be return self dot size equals to 0. So it is going to return true or false, just like is full method. Now let us define the method to enqueue an item. So def enqueue enqueue and it is self comma item. So I guess the spelling for enqueue should be enquue. Okay. And if self dot is full and then print full. Return self dot rear equals to self dot rear plus 1 percent self dot capacity self dot queue self dot rear equals to item self dot size equals to self dot size plus 1. So here we are incrementing the size. And finally, I will just print %s enqueued enqueued to the queue. So this is all object oriented programming and we are creating a separate class for our queue thing item. Now finally let us define the dequeue operation and that is also very easy. Def dequue self if self dot is empty print empty return and let us define the case when it is not empty. Okay. And let us say print %s dequed from QUEUE and %str of self dot q and self dot front. And let us say self dot front equals to self dot front plus 1, self dot front plus 1 percent self dot capacity, self dot size equals to self dot size minus 1. And let us define a function to get the front of Q. So def Q front self is self dot is empty print Q is empty. And print front item is, and here you are going to say plus str of self dot q of self dot front. Okay, and let us say def QUE rear self, and here I'm going to check if the queue is empty, and then I'm going to put the item in the rear. So let us see. We will just display the rear item self, and here let us say rear. So this is how we can check the definition of the entire queue. So this is a custom queue. Now we have to write a driver code. Before that, let us go ahead and execute this cell. Okay, now here not is, it should be if. So let us correct it. And it seems to have been executed. Okay, so it is executed. So now let us define a queue. Q equals to QUEUE 30 Q dot EN QUE and 10. Similarly, we can just enqueue various items 40. Okay, so 20, 30 and 40. Q dot DQ let us say Q dot QUE underscore front, and finally Q dot rear. So if I execute this, this is the output. So 10, 20, 30, 40 and 10 is dequeued from the queue. Okay, and now front is 20 and the rear is 40. Or we can actually write it other way. So let us execute this entire stuff again. So here we are creating queue, and here we are enqueuing the items. And after enqueuing all the 4 items, we can see the status, and then we will remove an item, and then we will see the status again. Okay, rather than just seeing the status in the end. And if I execute this, so here the front item is 10 and the rear item is 40. And after I dequeued 10 from the queue, the front item becomes 20 and rear item becomes 40. So this is how we can perform operations on queue. And this is one way of defining the queue. So there are multiple ways we can define a queue using Python programming language. And in the coming episodes, we are going to have a look at all those ways to define a queue using different ways in Python programming language. So thanks a lot for watching this lecture. Do let me know if you have any questions or queries in the comment section down below. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel for such amazing episodes on Python data structures and other topics in programming. Thanks a lot once again, and I will meet you in the next episode.